Well, good morning, folks. It's March 20th, 2022, and I'm out here getting ready to split some wood. Just as a reminder, the primary reason for this YouTube channel is for recovery from mental illness to mental health. And I've learned over the years the most effective way for me to improve my mental health is by working with wood, primarily in the woods, scavenging down trees from people's yards and making firewood. And it gives me a great deal of physical energy, getting off the couch and doing something, and mental energy. Running chainsaws and felling trees makes you use your brain. And that's what I have found is the most important thing that for me to improve my mental health is by using my body and mental and physical energy and using my brain, using mental energy. So let me show you what I'm doing here today. All right, so if you've seen my couple videos lately, this is a pile of cutoffs that I had delivered to my house. They're the big pieces of trees, and I think this was from a tree service job that they cut down a big old maple from somebody's yard. And so I've been cutting this up with my new Stihl 881. Go back and make sure you've seen that. So today, I've already split a bunch of these, and what I've been doing, and over the years, I put this whole round, and that round weighs in the neighborhood of 300 pounds. And I put that whole round up on my splitter. And it weighs too much, and it's just really not safe. And it takes a lot of my physical energy, limits my day, and it's not safe. So what I do is I cut them in half. I'm going to show you that here in a minute. And it's real fast and easy. It does take a little bit of gasoline and chainsaw time to do it, but in the long run, I think it's the best thing for me to do. So I got 3 of them here. That one is 16 inches wide. That one's 14 inches, and that's 16 inch. I'm gonna cut that little knob off of there where there's a branch, get it out of the way so that when I am splitting wood, it's not in my way. And then I can put just half of this round at a time up on my splitter, and it'll be a lot easier for the machine. Putting this whole round up on there is a lot from the machine. This machine is just not designed to, this old machine, it's a good machine, but it's not designed for splitting whole rounds like this. And then I got half of a round that I got to deal with and keep it off my feet and stuff. So that's what we're going to do today. So let me get ready and get things started and show you how let me show you that when I cut this in half, it's going to be this way, and that's called ripping. It's going to be with the grain, not across the grain. Normally when you cut wood and logs into firewood, you're cutting it cross grain, which I've already done, but now I'm going to cut it with the grain. And it's very easy for the saw, and you'll see I make great big, I think most people call them ribbons, great big chips, long chips out of it, and it'll just go through there real fast and easy. And so that's what I'm going to do with all 3 of these rounds, and then get started splitting them up. All right, I got my saw all warmed up. I'm going to start cutting these and see how it goes. And I know the safety police are going to have something to say. There's no excuse for not wearing more safety equipment. I got eye protection, ear protection. It's a very safe environment to do the job I'm doing. But always think about safety first. Here we go. So now I take a wedge. I didn't want to go all the way down and hit the saw into the ground. Get my toes out of the way so when this thing falls, splits, it doesn't land on my toes. Not splitting as easy as I want, so I'm going to cut it a little more. I want it to fall all that way towards the splitter, not away from the splitter. There you go. There's one piece. First split's the hardest. All right, so I wasn't happy with how fast my saw was just cutting doing that piece, so in between these two videos I went and sharpened my saw. We'll see if it makes any difference. And that one was 16 inches wide. This one's only 14 inches wide, so that'll make a little difference. So let's give it a go. Did you tell how much easier and faster that was? I was just pushing down on the saw, just let gravity take it. I wasn't muscling it, horsing it. Made all the difference in the world. Also went and got a tool, give me more leverage. you don't know about leverage, you should really look into it. Still can't quite split it, so I gotta cut it a little more. Don't hit the axe! There we go. One more real quick, and we'll split. So one of my viewers from the mental health field wanted to know more about what I was doing. One of the things that, if you notice when I start my saw, I put it between my legs like this. It gives me control of the saw. A lot of people do what they call the drop start, and you got this saw flying around. This gives you control. That's a big chunk of wood to cut through, but because I'm doing it with the grain, making all these noodles, it's not easy. It's easy. Alright, I'm going to show you one more thing in this video, and we'll call it quits. Moving these whole rounds, that even though they're round, when you try to roll them, they're very, very heavy, very hard to move. This, when you do this, it really kind of makes a square log, and it's very easy to move them around, because I get a good bite with them with my peavy. And again, using leverage, it works good. Let me just steer this one. That's still at least 200 pounds of wood. But now I can just move it so really effortlessly. All right. Get off the couch and do something. Make progress in your recovery. All right, that's what I got done. That wagon is slap full. This wagon, this is all the crooked pieces and some of the shorter pieces, some of the longer pieces. This is what I'll burn in my stove. And there's a nice bag full of kindling, all the little splinters that's made from the splitting process. One piece I couldn't split just because the wagon's so full. Here's a pile of those noodles and some chips. Just getting things cleaned up here. So, good day, right? Made more progress on pursuing my full potential and making progress in my recovery. All right, till next time.